Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Marvelous Monday. I'm Leslie Watkins. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I have a really quick project to share with you today. Many of you probably are aware that tomorrow the new Stampin' Up! Annual catalog becomes available for pre-order only to demonstrators. So people who have signed up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or people who have joined my team will know that they're going to be able to place a pre-order tomorrow and have the chance to get some really exciting new things that they select from the new catalog. That also means that the current catalog is going to be retiring shortly, and a lot of the items that are in that catalog will not carry over. And so I thought what we would do today would be to use the very popular Queen Bee bundle, because I don't know how much longer this is going to be available to people. And it's really quite a special set. So you have the stamps that look like this, and I think of these sort of sets as designer sets because they have a lot of elements that lend themselves to really good design. So you've got the main feature, which would be the Queen Bee. You've got some really nice sentiments. You've got a background stamp. You've got a beautiful decorative swag here. You have a gorgeous border. And then you have all these little details. And inside, with the dies, you have this wonderful leafy kind of floral die cut. You have this very lacy die that will cut out the wings for the Queen Bee. You have a label and lots of other things. So some of these framelits work with the stamped images, and some of these things work beautifully on their own. So it's a really good set. So I'm going to use that today. I'm also going to be using the mini pocket envelope. So this is a really sort of utilitarian die set. I really like it because you can make this wonderful little pocket which could be used as a tag, it could be used as an envelope for a gift card, or it could be used as a pocket in a journal, sort of like a library pocket. And then you have this reinforcer for the holes if you choose to use it as a tag. You've got a little decorative leaf. We've got two dies that will help you to make a bow, a paper bow, and then you have several different label and additional tag dies. You've got one with scallops, which I'm going to be using today, a straight edge, one with an oval with a stitch detail. So I'm going to be using the scalloped one today and the big die as well as the reinforcer. And then of course one of my all-time favorites, I've pulled out the deckled rectangles. There are also, let me get my paper pack to show you. There's also some specialty papers that are available online, and I'm trying to find the pack because I want to be able to tell you the correct name of the pack. So hold on a second, I'm just going to go grab that. It's called Hello Irresistible, and it's a 6x6 DSP, and I'm gonna pull out some of them so that you can get a sense of the color palette. So it's really very pretty. And I chose one that had a kind of a watercolor look, and this color is Pretty Peacock. So if you've been around for a little while, you may remember the in color called Pretty Peacock. And so here it is again in this wonderful paper pack. One of the things that happens every so often with Stampin' Up! Is they refresh their colors. The colors are available in 4 families: neutrals, regals, subtles, and brights. There are 10 colors to each one of those families, and then there's something called in colors, which are groups of 5 that kind of rotate in and out. On occasion, the designers at Stampin' Up! Decide that some colors may be getting old or stale, and they switch those out and they bring in something new or something old. In this case, they're going to be bringing back Pretty Peacock, which makes me very happy because I love this color. So I've gone ahead and I've pre-die cut some of the things that I just showed you. I also did a little bit of gold heat embossing. So here's that beautiful bee, and I've heat embossed the bee using the gold powder, and I've heat embossed her on a portion of this sheet. So if you can imagine this being a 6x6 sheet, I was able to get these other elements from it. I've also stamped out Happy Birthday, got my queen bee, I've got some wings, and then I've got these other little things that I can use to decorate it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to be careful to fold my envelope or pocket on the side, and the die actually creates the score lines for you, so you can see exactly where to fold it. Give that a nice burnish with the bone folder, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue, and looks like I'm running out of this bottle, but I'm just going to put a very thin bead on those 2 little flaps. Make sure I don't get too close to the edge there. Line that up. Give that a little press to help distribute the glue. And there is my adorable little gift pocket. Now what's nice about using the DSP to make these pockets is that you get to see a little bit of the pattern on the opposite side of the paper, which is really pretty. Now I also have this reinforcer, and this is also scored so you can see exactly where to fold it. Okay, so it looks something like that. Again, I'm going to grab my glue, put a little bit of glue on there, and for this tiny piece I'm going to get out my tweezers, if I can find them. I know they're in here. I'm just going to remove some of that excess glue, and I'm going to place this right in the middle that straight. Okay. Now I have an 1/8" hole punch which works perfectly with this, so I'm just going to line that up. And there's my envelope ready to be decorated, but frankly it's so pretty just as it is, you'd hardly have to do anything at all to it. You could use it just like that. But I do have some other things that I want to use. So I've got this distress gold piece that I cut out of using the deckled rectangles. I'm going to use every last drop of glue that I can get out of this bottle. Here we go. Just going to center that on there. Now these little envelopes would be great not only for gift cards, but you could also stash some cash in there, or a little note, or a cute tag. So all sorts of things. Now let me get my queen bee. She's going to need her wings, so I'm going to go ahead and attach those. And just line those up with what's underneath. I'm going to hold that for just a moment. Now this gold foil paper takes just a little bit longer to dry because it's not as absorbent as the cardstock. So just give that another minute or two. Good morning, Kelly and Carol. Hi, Sandra and Linda. Nice to see everybody. Yes, it is a beautiful bundle, Linda, and if any of you do not have this, word to the wise, you may want to get your order in tomorrow or today. If you're going to be placing a pre-order tomorrow, that would be a good time to do it. Okay, so now there she is, looking very pretty, and I'm going to put her on my envelope like this, but I want to pop her up on some dimensionals. So here are my dimensionals. Before I do, I'm just going to curl her body a little bit because I want her to have a little more dimension. Okay, and then what I can do is I can double up two dimensionals in the middle like that, and that's just going to help to keep her body puffed out a little bit. Now I'm going to get her centered on there, just like that. So there she is, and now I've got my beautiful leaves. So I'm just going to tear those into smaller pieces. And dot that glue. Well, I think it's time to open up a new glue bottle, so let me just finish this one and I'll get another. There you go. Get my other piece. Now be careful when you open up a new glue bottle, that glue comes out very fast. I'm just going to tuck that under. Okay, there she is. And I thought it might be fun to put a little flower in the center of her back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl the larger flower petals down, and then I have a smaller flower whose petals I'm just going to curl up a little bit. And for this I'm going to use a glue dot. I don't want to cover up her head, so I'm just going to move this down a little bit. Okay, and there she is. Now I need an embellishment for this. So I'm going to go into my little folder, and there's that queen bee again with the vellum wings. And I've got these old gold enamel dots, and I think they'll be perfect. I'm just going to grab a medium small one, that right in the center. I'm going to grab my punch again, and I'm going to add a hole on my happy birthday. And get out some linen thread. I'm just going to tuck that through my happy birthday. Uh-oh, we have a guest. Her Royal Majesty has arrived. You can see how big she's gotten. For those of you who haven't met the Princess Sophia Maria, here she is. Let's see if we can get her face. There she is. Okay, she's excited because she's been in harness training, and she wants to go outside for a walk. And I'm trying to train her that she can't just go out whenever she wants. She has to wait until the appointed time. So she's being impatient. So there it is. And there's Houdini. We've got a full complement now. So there is a cute little gift card holder that you could give to somebody for a birthday or anytime you like. Don't forget, tomorrow's the big day for demonstrators to place your pre-order. And this month, for the rest of the month of April, is the last day to get your orders in from the current annual catalog. So you want to make sure that you do that. And if anybody else out there does not have a catalog, please let me know. I'll get you one. And you can also find that online. So thank you so much for joining me today. Stay well, stay creative, stay happy, and I'll see you next time.